Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. I'm done with my path. Woohoo! I completed the presentation mastery path in my recent speech, but today is an opportunity for me to reflect, to think back about what it is meant to be. And I thought I would give you an overview of how presentation mastery has really impacted my professional speaking. I am a business coach, and I've been using a lot of presentations to build my credibility, my referral base, and ultimately my clients. I'm also an author, and I've developed a platform for my books and for financial literacy. So let's dive in. I opened my office that I'm sitting in here today with my mountains on January 1st of this year. I had an office open house and invited as many people as I could. I had about 25 or 30 people show up. And one of the things that happened during that event is I got to cut the red ribbon. What a fun thing to do. The gal in the pink with the scissors there is the mayor of Snohomish. And in that moment, in that circle, the chamber manager pulled up her phone, turned on Facebook Live, and said, "Mara, tell us about your business." I was front and center. Talk about a table topic, because there's no time to think right there. So I was able to give an articulate, I think, moment about my business because I had been practicing and presenting. So the presentation mastery pathway really was a great path for being a business owner. Every week, I come to Toastmasters and practice speaking. I also attend a networking event called BNI, Business Networking International. Each week, I give a 1-minute commercial. Now, speaking for 1 minute, you may find is a little trickier than speaking for longer because you have to be really narrow and focused and clear. Most of the same people hear me speak every week, so I have to make it interesting. I have to give them a reason to look up and think about what is she talking about. And about once a quarter, I get an 8-minute presentation where I get to stand up and talk about my business. This is really good practice for me, sharpening my tools and presenting. It has been an exceptional way for me to grow my business. The Chamber of Commerce in Snohomish has also given me some opportunities to present. I was drawn out of a hat. My card was picked to give a 5-minute commercial. So I know how to do a 1-minute commercial pretty regularly, and I can talk a while and do 8 minutes. But to hone in on a 5-minute commercial to 75 to 100 people that didn't really know me, that took a little bit of time. What I really have noticed about presenting is in the past, several years ago, when I joined Toastmasters, I would have been afraid. I would have been worried and almost inarticulate. I still had adrenaline flowing. I still was excited, but I knew I could do it because I had been practicing with my safe group, all of you. I knew that I could do it. So I got up, I had my notes. Warren always showcases his notes on 3x5. I put them on the little riser there, but then I stepped forward and I got into my Toastmasters mode and I gave my commercial. And so far I've already received 2 coaching clients out of it. And I had a lot of kudos of, wow, that was a great speech. So it wasn't just a commercial that they didn't enjoy. By the way, on the right there, you'll see that was an opportunity I had just a few weeks ago. I won the Rockstar Award. What is the Rockstar Award? Rockstar Social Media. I didn't have an opportunity to speak when I won it, but what I've really come to realize is that was an opportunity for me to be seen authentically in my presentations online. So my colors, my voice, in fact, I wore my red dress that day. I have a branded look. I have a way that I communicate, and that's all showing forth because of being conscious of presentation mastery. Through the course of speaking at the Chamber, speaking at BNI, I've had 2 opportunities this year to give workshops. Those are some of my favorite ways to speak. They're longer. I can ease into them. That's something I've learned about myself is presenting in a longer format and using my coaching skills is really impactful for me. This was at the beginning of the year in January. I workshopped these gals through a vision, a plan for the year, and that was our silly pose that you'll see. Very, very fun. I also did a business talk for the Snohomish Networking Women. Again, with presentation mastery, I've been able to transcend beyond the nerves and the worries to knowing that I can do it. Each time it's a little different, but I can step forth and I can bring my authentic self to my presentations. Let's talk about the little books of big business. I'm also an author. I have a line of children's books, and I've been finding my place. Where do I talk about this? How can I present to people? I had the opportunity last October to present at the Seroptimist of Everett meeting, and it was very unusual. Thinking back to that meeting as well as the two previous, there were no PowerPoint opportunities. In fact, at this Seroptimist meeting, I was sitting down at a boardroom table rather than standing up in our normal presentation format. So I had to adapt quickly. I had to sit up. I had to find a way to command the room and get their interest. What happened right at the end is a woman walked over to me and handed me her card and says, "I'm going to connect you to the Girl Scouts." Wow. I must have had some impact in my presentation. That felt really good, that the information I was bringing forth, even without a fancy PowerPoint, even without a handout, really made a difference. And I also got the attention of the Boys and Girls Club. I've dramatically stepped out of my comfort zone in another way. This is presenting on video, creating a YouTube channel. This group right here has been the catalyst for this. Kelly has pushed me forward in so many ways of encouragement. Nancy always likes my YouTube videos and makes a nice comment. This is very scary territory. It's very different than that coaching where I stand up and I'm professional. This is about me getting silly. And when I'm silly, I get more likes. It's crazy. But I'm usually like to be reserved. So I'm practicing. What I have done so far is I've created 19 videos. And you see them right there. I have made an Easter basket video with bunnies. I've done cash for candy, candy for cash. And I have 12 subscribers, not survivors, survivors of my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's what it is. This has been a really great opportunity for me to learn and grow and present in a new way. So I'm taking risks, I'm moving forward, and that's presentation mastery. I have several new partnerships that are emerging because I'm willing to put myself out in a different way. The chamber is watching what I'm doing and now wants me to do a summer kids pop-up program at the farmers market. I got an email just this morning for an opportunity for a farmers market north. And I have a meeting this week with a bank who's bringing in one of my programs. So a lot of things happen because I'm willing to present and step outside my comfort zone. This is my big project. There's our beautiful Kelly, my producer with Sugar Please Productions. This is a different way of presenting. This isn't the casual YouTube. This is Mara reads her books, and there's assets, video, and content that's dropped in. And this is also a way that I'm a maverick. I'm moving forward in my business, creating new ways that kids can access financial literacy. And again, putting myself out there. This isn't a high production, but this is authentic. This is exactly where I am and right at the border of where I can challenge myself. So overall, I can say my professional speaking has really notched up doing presentation mastery. My networking, my professionalism is being seen by local chambers and networking groups. My YouTube branding is emerging, and my video production is also emerging. And what I will tell you is I'm really proud of myself. I'm proud for all the things I'm doing. And I look back where I was, say, a year or 2 years ago and think, oh, I never would have thought I'd be here. And I know in a year or two from now, I'll look back on today and go, well, that was quaint, that was interesting. But each time it's me leveling up, moving forward, and being a better presenter and having that mastery. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.